So thank you everybody for donating 30 minutes of your time on this Sunday afternoon. This is the fifth call and the final call of Coaching is Not Selling. It's filling a void in your life. For the people that have followed all five of these calls, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope you've learned a lot about our team, about what our culture is like and what it is that we are wanting to give back to you and what you can get out of coaching and being part of Team Relentless. Today is the final call. I don't really have a whole bunch of new information to share with you. I just really want to really solidify why I'm still here and why so many people that joined me in 2012 and 13 and 14 are still here. And what I hope for all my 2015 and 16 coaches is that you will stay the distance and you will be here with me in 4 years, just like I am, is the fact that really becoming a coach, becoming even a customer, and becoming part of the Team Beachbody community really comes down to one thing. From that point forward, you are never alone. And not everybody, that doesn't always speak to everybody, but for me, it does. And even if you have a huge support system and you didn't grow up with any void in your life of not having family or acceptance, everybody needs support. Everybody could use an extra hand to help them whenever they're going through just life. And one thing that I really cannot stress enough is that when you become not just part of Team Relentless or Diesel Nation, but when you become part of Team Beachbody, you matter. You matter all the way up to our corporate headquarters, our CEO. We focus on lives. We focus on people and their lifestyle, not just, drink Shakeology or use the products. And that's one thing that somebody asked me the other day. Is like, well, how do you do this? I said, I sell myself and our team and our culture to people. They want to be part of what we're part of because we're excited, because we love one another at whatever part of life we're at. And the biggest thing is that we really use the products that we have as tools to help you start your journey. But really what it is coaching and using Shakeology, using 21 Day Fix or PiYo or 21 Day Fix Extreme or whatever your program is. It really just gets you going. It makes you start really thinking about yourself, taking the time to take care of yourself, figuring out what you want, what your purpose is, and building confidence so that you have a better life. I've seen so many people over the last 4 years of being a coach really find out who they are, do things that they've never done before, go after things that they never even dreamt of because of this opportunity. And it's one thing that I'd heard the other day is that Beachbody really is not our life. It just is the vehicle that gets us to our purpose in life. And it's so important for people to understand that we want you to be part of this because we care about you. We truly want you to succeed. I've seen so many success stories since I've been a coach, not just from people that I personally help, but other people. And it all comes down to not just weight loss, but things that they're able to do. I recently had somebody that watched me for 6 months get my life back, get the depression and anxiety under control, and gave her the hope to that she could finally do it herself. It gave her the courage to reach out to me. And from the moment she decided that she was going to get started and purchase 21 Day Fix and Shakeology, she started becoming more aware of what she was doing. And over the course of 3 weeks now, she's lost over 20 pounds. She went from blood sugars ranging in the 300s on a high blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicine, and at one of her highest weights ever. And now she's making good choices. She has energy to cook for herself, to do spring cleaning in her house, to walk from the furthest end of the parking lot instead of circling the parking lot to find the closest spot. She's doing things she's never done before. And every day she talks about how she's happy. And, she's off of one of her medications. Her blood pressure, her heart rate, and her blood sugars are at a normal rate. But to me, every day when she tells me that she's happy and that she's proud of herself means more to me than the 20 some odd pounds she's lost or the fact that she's off the medications. And to me, that's what it's all about. And I talk to people all the time who are alone. They say they don't get the support at home from their family, from their spouse, and that can be really defeating. And so we become your extended family. We become your biggest cheerleaders, and you never have to be alone. one of the things that I wanted to share is that one of our coaches on the team, she said that she got started on hammer and chisel and her nutrition kind of got off and she got a little discouraged. And then she shared with the group that we run every month, private groups, which consist of customers and coaches on our team, that if it was not for the support and the accountability of the people in the group and the coaches on our team, she would have just given up. And so how many of you who are either on live right now or watching the recording, I want you to think about all the times you've started things and hit a bump in the road. And then when you're all alone, you just have nothing to do but sit there and talk negatively to yourself about that you suck, that you failed, that you knew this was going to happen, that this wasn't for you. And that's the great thing about being part of a team and a support group, is that when you're having those thoughts, somebody else may have had those thoughts, but they're going to work you through it. They're going to talk you through it. And I've seen people stick to things because of the support that they've never done. For me, I've even stuck with this job for 4 years. I've never been anywhere in one place for 4 years. That is amazing, all because of support. I can't imagine not being here. I can't imagine not being part of Team Relentless or being, friends with everybody that has come along my way. Dawn on our team, she shared something recently that she is a runner. I'm absolutely inspired by her and how much she loves to run. And even though she had her thing going, Beachbody still fit in her life and actually enhanced her life. And she works really hard training for marathons because that is something that really just feeds her soul. And she was talking about her last marathon that she did was a 5K, and it was kind of tough at the end. And she kept thinking at the end, and all she said is she kept thinking about Team Relentless, and that's what pushed her going on. And that's really what it's all about, is we're a family, and that sometimes you just need that person, that visual, that extra oomph to make you keep going. And so many people out there are alone, and they don't have a person, or they don't have a path to keep them going, and they just want to give up on life. And that's what we give. And that's something that's so important, because as I have succeeded in this business, I've gotten to know everyone at corporate. I attend all of the corporate events, and I've watched the people at corporate who truly care about us. And it's so easy for people to say that's not possible. They don't, because people who work full-time jobs, their bosses don't care about them. You become replaceable in an instant. People are being laid off all the time now, and they're replaceable. But I've been there, and I've seen the emotion and the attachment that people at corporate get, because I've worked one-on-one with them, and they work one-on-one with the coaches that are wanting to run with this business and believe in this business like I do. And I was at our last summit, which is our annual get together for coaches, and we keep growing. The first one I went to, I think, had like 6,000 people, and this last year we hit 25,000, and I think we're going to be capping out at 50,000 this year. But as we were going to be recognized on stage for our accomplishments from the year before, one of my contacts, Keyshawn, that I worked with, she was running and giving everybody high fives. It was so hot in Nashville. It was just ridiculous. And the people at corporate had been running nonstop to make sure that everything turned out good, to make sure that everybody was okay and they knew where they were going. And they sacrificed their own personal time because they loved us. And as Keyshawn was running through, giving everybody high fives, sweating her ass off, she had tears in her eyes, and she was like, this just makes my heart so happy seeing all of you succeed. And you can't fake tears. It was genuine. And I was at the Atlanta Super Saturday. It's a quarterly event that's open to the public, whether you're a coach or a customer or neither, and speaking there. And we had Doug Moss, who's another one of my corporate contacts, that flew in, even though he wasn't over that region, but one of the people that he was working with was one of the top 10 coaches, had relocated to the Georgia area. And as he was announcing her and sharing her accomplishments and really talking about what she'd done, and they'd spent so much time on calls together, him and Megan Abelson, he literally couldn't compose himself, and it took him 3 times. I actually just thought about it the other day that I had the video on my phone. He literally couldn't even get through the introduction of her because he was so emotional, because he was so proud of her and seeing her succeed. And how many people out there have friends or employers, and they do all these great things, and they never get any pat on the back or no recognition at all, or nobody even realizes what they do. And so to me, that's amazing that they really truly give a shit about us, and they really love us to the point that their heart is happy, to the fact that they cry because of that. That's so powerful, that's what we get from being a coach. And people, unless you've drank the Kool-Aid, you just don't understand. But this is what goes on behind the doors of of being a coach. And I can't speak for every team, but for Diesel Nation and Team Relentless, we are truly a family, and we work together, and we want to see each other succeed. We've been there for each other through the tough times, the good times, the bad times. And really, it's not even just about the programs or losing weight or health. It's about really just becoming positive. Cassandra's one of the people on the call right now. We met on Facebook. We've never met in person. We actually get to meet each other in July, and we're so excited about it. But I have been her biggest fan, and she's been my biggest fan, and she helped me through a really rough time in our life. And even though it was not the perfect time in her life, and I have watched her really just absolutely blossom. And we are part of a little group message with a bunch of the leaders in our team. And the other day, it just made my heart happy seeing everybody talking about how Cassandra has just really blossomed, and we were so excited for her, and she's excited about it. And it was like, this is what it's about, is that when you're making changes and nobody can see it, it sucks. But here you're not alone. You are really empowered to keep going. And even though she's had a few little setbacks here and there, her attitude, her enthusiasm, excitement has not waned at all. And it's because she's not alone. And I'm thankful for her, because she didn't give up on me when there was a time that I wanted to give up on myself. And that is something that's so important in this business and in life. That's all I really have to say. This is like a 12-minute call. I said 30 minutes, but today we actually have proof of what I've been saying all along, is that we are a family, and we are not just it's not all about business. Adam is one of my husband's friends that he met a couple years ago when he was working in the oil field. And he now is a coach, and he is doing amazing things. And what's great about it is he is really, now we're closer because of coaching. And then over in the corner, we have Shelly, who's been here all day. She's somebody that I would have never known if it wasn't for coaching. And so it's just so funny how that the facets of how coaching can change your life, that either it can enhance your relationships with your friends and make it so much better, or it can bring people into your life that were once strangers that become your best friends, that next thing you know, become your family. And then we have Charlie Taylor. He's not even on Team Relentless, but he's an adoptee of Team Relentless. And he's over there doing his meal prep on Sunday, and he's tuning in because he loves us so much. And then after we get off this call, I can't wait to get off this call, even though I love talking to you and about coaching, but we're meeting a bunch of coaches that are local for dinner at 5:15. And so I know that if you become part of Team Relentless, you may not be in Texas, but you'll always be part of our family. And I just hope that you really think about what it is that's missing in your life, and realize that coaching or becoming part of the Team Beachbody community can change your life. Adam, did you have anything to say about what it's done for you? Oh yeah, Adam's lost 50 pounds already since December 2nd. So woo-hoo.
Oh, yeah. This stuff's been amazing for me. Not only has it changed my personal life, but it's changed my family's life. So, I mean, it's the whole positive outlook every single day, not looking at anything that's negative going on, but I'm talking about every single different aspect of life has turned positive for me, and mainly because of this stuff. I mean, the community support that we have, I mean, from Ryan, Mindy, from everybody involved, the constant drive to want better for not only yourself, but for everybody around you. And it just radiates through everybody that you come in contact with. Everybody that I've come in contact with has seen the change, and they want the change for themselves. So, I mean, I just say keep on pushing every single day. Keep driving. Know what you want and go for it. Don't stop. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let the negativity bring you down. If you need the advice, seek it. It's here. The community's great. Everybody's going to help as much as they can. I've seen it. I believe in it. I'm going to make this my full-time job. Someday it's going to happen. May not be right now, but we're on the right path. So,
and that's one thing about Adam, is that, like you said, know what you want. He didn't really know what he wanted. He just knew what life had always been and what he thought always would be. And now he has a path, and he knows exactly what he wants, and it makes life easier because you know exactly what you want and where you're going. And for me, I understand that because I had no direction, no drive, no self-discipline, and Beachbody came in and it gave me something to go after. And then once I attained that and achieved that, even if it was just something like finishing the first month of P90X, it became exhilarating and addicting. And I kept dreaming bigger and I kept accomplishing it. And then I realized that I am limitless, and every one of you on this call is limitless. Any limit you have is really what you tell yourself. It's a story that you tell yourself, but all of us have the ability to do amazing, amazing things, and we want to do it with you. So that's all I have to say. If you have anything, questions to ask of any of the coaches that may have invited you, let us know. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel, so it's there for you to go back and review along with the other 4 calls if you have missed it. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. I know somebody's actually on their anniversary trip and in Vegas and tuning in, so I really appreciate that. I love you guys. Have a great day.